Who we got here? Going 70s, baby. Let's go. Right.
Well, if you listen closely, Coach, you can hear the jet skis roaring in the bay just a few miles north of where we sit at Lambeau Field. Just a beautiful late summer day in Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. We ain't giving him nothing today. Shit.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Oh, my God. Don't tell me that's a holding.
We also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Switch. Say. Express. Motion.
Cook following the penalty. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tyler Irvin back deep.
Damn it.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Gun. Great.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
We got 4. Be ready. Watch safety creep. Safety's creep.
Now Cook running right.
Go, run.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's going to have the first down past the 20. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
42. Rabbit. Great.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, fast. I got this.
Now a run with Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Great.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Here we go. 180. Hey, pick your game up. Gun. 44. Mike, 44. You don't know no better.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Oh, the return is Irvin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But
man, I should
whatever
have
it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Dalvin Cook, man, that hole was wide.
Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Stop trying to use that motherfucking
14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Okay.
Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just
I knew you going Devontae Adams. Why not?
Quarter, but in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a
and
little
goddamn.
bit. Things jumped up, and you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
What we do? Stick to the game plan. Stick to the game plan.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Gun. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over.
Do a fucking pick, goddammit.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down.
Tip drill. Oh, come on, 21.
You on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Yeah.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Thielen. I like Thielen, yes.
Now Rodgers. Gonna throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's gonna go deep for Funchess.
Oh my God. Funchess was wide open. Man.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd
What
down.
about Danielle Hunter?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Oh, that's right.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Rodgers again now. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
That's a pick! Oh my God, you guys
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. As the first half is winding down, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Is this dude missing field goal kicks on purpose? Because that's twice.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I gotta stop motherfucking Adams. That too. Because
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers now to throw again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no.
Oh, I didn't have my feet down. Come on, man. You got dragging toes,
so this is
bro.
just an incompletion here.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. All right, let's get there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Anthony Harris, that's my boy.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the
Oh, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
7-12, baby, 7-12.
Bailey, and that will get him one closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
58 yards on him. 58 yards on him.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take...
And a big one.
And a sack. Danielle Hunter. Let's go, baby.
Second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's
Get that out of here.
Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
He hit me at the 2-yard line.
I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They start the drive with Cook. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that'll set them back 5.
I don't understand why.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, Newton, open man is Thielen, it's complete. And they'll get him down past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
That's it. 180. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood.
Now it's Newton. Lets it fly for Thielen.
Oh,
he
come
will not
on.
be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A great return there, 22 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers, pressure, and he's going to be taken down.
Let's go.
They sack him back right around the 44. Shamar Stephen gets him
Man,
for a
I'm
loss
eating this
of
boy
8.
up.
What great push up
It's 7 to 12. Let's
Rodgers
go.
Now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for it.
Oh, my God. No.
Able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Keep it down. Keep it down. That's all I got to do.
Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to
scored a
take
touchdown.
it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers going to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
To throw again. Newton.
And I threw a
Defense
pick.
has it covered.
Okay.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Damn it.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been
6
some
minutes,
good numbers
man.
put
I'm
up
down
against them offensively.
13 points.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They run, Cook,
Damn.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Again, it's Cook. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, this would be one heck of a record if he makes this.
A very long attempt.
It won't let me fucking call a timeout. God damn it. Yeah, because I fucking...
And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me.
I went to... It's 7-20, and I went to punt the ball.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that,
I'm losing.
All you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play.
I don't know why
you
you
don't
asked
miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Like, I'm over here trying to punt the ball. Like, I want to punt the ball, and it won't let me punt the ball. It put me in a block. It put me in a fake field goal.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Irvin to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still
man.
a very
I
good
got
one.
5 minutes and 10
24
seconds to score
yards.
2
And
fucking
this
touchdowns.
offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Oh my God!
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now it's Rodgers, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. This is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball.
Dude, like I can't get out of my guy's way,
This
man.
time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Greg. 58, 58, Mike. That's not doing.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Christian Kirksey. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my God, bro.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Rodgers throwing here. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. The 40, 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Wow.
This game's still
Man, I've
fairly
been
well
on
in
this
hand,
dude
but
all
I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Bailey got the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Can't be one-dimensional, man. You stop that run, that's a wrap.
This is taken near the 13. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's going to go deep for, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
I chose Mike Hughes to try and intercept it, but I cut up way too early. I knew that at the moment he
now
fucking...
Crosby for the point after.
I should have just let the computer play him.
So he missed his
He
first
finally
2,
makes a
but
field goal. This guy.
And that'll extend the lead. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nope.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one
he scored
were thinking to
21
themselves, I
points
bet
in the second
halftime was
in
really
the
interesting.
fourth quarter.
Probably
I
took
think
the
he
paint
did.
off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments
again,
necessary.
they be passing on.
From
I
that,
gotta stop that pass,
and then they got it together, got a spark.
259 passing
really nice
and 4 rushing yards.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, no. He scored. He scored in the fourth. Yeah, he scored in the fourth. But, God damn it. Or in the third. Fuck. Man, I gotta fuck. I had 4 picks on this dude, and oh, man. Damn. What you guys playing? Oh, Cam Newton? That's a good game, bro. I'm gonna need you to pick up that block in there, Irv Smith Jr. Hey, phase, what you want, bitch? No sir. Not, hey man, no Harrison Smith was shutting them down. Hey man, As soon as I figure out how to stop the pass, that's a wrap. He can't run on me. And I need to learn how to stop them deep passes and well, yeah, that too. What is it? Learn how to pass, because that was the problem. Like, I was too one-dimensional. Like, if I wasn't running, I was trying to pass, and I couldn't pass for shit. Okay. He's saying, yo, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. But how do you stop the deep passes, Ed? See, that's what I was trying. Yeah, it ain't gonna work for me, bro. That ain't gonna work for me, bro. You gotta come up with something else. What you guys playing? You playing Smite? Ed, are you gonna continue to play Smite or no? Or are you gonna play Destiny? How do what? Alright. I'm hopping on.